Hi everyone, welcome to Chem 111 online class. My name is Rana. I will be your instructor for this course. Below is my contact information. This is my email. This is my direct cell phone number. If you need anything, please feel free to text me or to call me. Since this is an online class, you might not be on campus. So if you need any help, please let me know. Again, you can text, you can call, you can email me, and I'll schedule a Teams meeting with you. Now, if you're on campus, then my office is located in the Physical Science building. We are at WVU Beckley campus. It's room 302, and you can simply drop by. If not, again, you can schedule a Teams meeting with me. I can meet with you and I can explain the stuff that you do not understand. With respect to the course material, this is the book that we will be using. However, the book is recommended and it's not required. So if you don't want to purchase the book, you guys just don't purchase the book. You don't need to because I will be providing you with all the material that you need. I will be providing you with the lecture notes, with the homeworks, with the quizzes. So you really don't need to have the book unless you need a reference. Then you can go ahead and get that book. That same book is the one that we will be using for the second part of the course, which is the 112 again. But again, the book is recommended and it is not required. All the lectures and the quizzes and the assignments, they will be uploaded to eCampus. So all what you need to do is just go to eCampus and get the material that you need. You can scroll down and read the course objective, the learning outcomes for the course. With respect to the structure of the course, this is an online course. We will be covering from chapters 1 through 10. Every chapter will have a homework that you would need to submit and a quiz that you would need to submit. So if I go to eCampus, student view, this is basically what you are going to see on eCampus. This is your syllabus over here. I'm going to skip this folder. I'm going to come back to it. So you will have a homework folder. This is where you access your homework for every single chapter. This is where you download your homework, solve it, and then upload it back again. Let me give you an example. So these are the chapter homeworks in there where you are going to access the homework, download, answer, and then upload back again. So let's do view instructions. This is your homework over here. It's kind of like a PDF version where you can simply press on it and you can download it from here. Once you download it, you have multiple options to answer it. So if you have a Wacom pen, you can simply answer the questions in there and then go scroll down and upload from here. Or you can simply print it, answer it on paper, and then take a picture of that, and then upload it down as I showed you. So we upload it over here. So you submit it over here. If you do this, please make sure that if you take a picture, make sure that it is not in an HEIC extension because I cannot view that extension. Other than that, if you upload it in the form of PDF, JPEG, PNG, all of those I can view it, but HEIC extension, I cannot open that on my computer. So please do not use this extension. That is regarding your homework. So as I said, every chapter has a homework, so make sure that you do your homework for every single chapter. And then you have a folder with the homework key. Yes, I have uploaded the homework keys in there. And the reason why I do this is because I want you to compare your answers once you go ahead and you do your homework. This is not intended for you to copy your homework. I want you to understand what you are doing. So whenever you finish your homework, you can check your answers from this homework key, but I still want you to upload your homework in there. Homeworks are 15% of your grade, so please make sure you upload your homeworks. there are due dates for the homework at the end of the syllabus. Please make sure that you follow the due dates of the homework in there. So that is for the homework key. And then you have a quiz folder. So as I mentioned, every chapter has a quiz. So whenever you're done from every chapter, make sure that you do your homework first. Once you finish your homework, then you can go ahead and go into this folder and work the quiz. Now, every quiz is 2 attempts. So you do have a chance to improve your grade. So you just go ahead and press on that quiz. It's an unlimited time. I believe like it's between 10 and 15 questions every single quiz. So you open this. It is a closed book though, and this is designed to sum up the chapter uh, and as a revision for an exam as well. So this is how the format of the exam is going to be. It's going to be similar to those of the quizzes. So make sure that you understand the quiz. Whenever you submit every quiz, then you are able to view your grade and you are able to view the answers for the quizzes as well when everybody submits their quizzes. Okay, so every quiz does have a due date. Please make sure you stick to the due date. That due date is very similar to the syllabus due date. And there, I'll show you in a second. But I made sure to put the due date over here so that you don't miss the due date of every quiz. Let's say if you missed the quiz, you would need to let me know. I'll open that quiz for you. At the end of the semester, I want you to submit all your homeworks and all your quizzes. The quizzes are going to be 10% of your grade. So every quiz will account for 1% because it's 10 quizzes. And the homeworks are going to be 15% of your grade. So this is a 25% in there. Now, homeworks are graded based on completion, not based on right and wrong answers. So if you at the end of the semester submit all your homeworks, then you will be given the full 15% in there for the homework assignments. And then you do have a folder in here where you can simply access practice exams and the assessment exam. So what is an assessment exam? Assessment exam, this is a comprehensive exam that normally we do at the end of the semester. So by the end of the semester, once we finish all the material, you are requested to finish that assessment exam. I will not start with this assessment exam now. It's due on December the 7th. And I believe that this one is you can come back to it maybe. I believe you can come back to it and you can complete it in there. So you don't need to complete it in one sitting. But again, you would need to know the material before you do that. This will serve as a practice for the final exam as well. And it's an assessment for me to see what have you learned during this semester. I want you to complete this before your final exam. This is the due date for that. And again, attempt this probably in the last week of classes in there so that you would know what you're doing. If you complete this, so the this is an extra credit for the final exam. So if you complete this assessment exam, you will get 10 points added to your final exam grade in there. So please make sure that you do this. This is an extra credit for the final exam. So whatever you get on the final exam will add 10 points to that. The total will stay out of 100 for that final exam. And then in that same particular folder, there is an exam study guide and formula sheets. Now these sheets in there, they are actually it's empty, but I'm just gonna upload these sheets for you. And these formula sheets, you can bring them to the exam. It's kind of like a cheat sheet for the exam. If there are any formulas in this course, you don't have to memorize any formulas. So I made the formula sheets for you. You can print those sheets and you can bring those to the exam. And then we have practice exams in there. So every exam does have a practice exam and the final. Now, the practice exam is in a form of a question answer, which is kind of like different than your actual exam, which is a multiple choice. But the reason why I do question answer in there because we will have a lot of solving problems, calculation problems. So I want to walk you through all the steps in there and show you how to do the calculations. So please make sure before every exam, make sure that you study the revision exam and look at its key. Okay, that will be a big help for the exam. So these are this is the folder for the practice exam there. So let's go ahead and go back to the syllabus. Okay, so before every exam, because this is an online course, before every exam, there is a recommended revision session, which is yeah, it's in the syllabus over here. So at the end of the syllabus we do have a question answer teams meeting session. Guys, this is meeting is optional, you don't have to attend, but it's honestly it's recommended that you attend if you have any questions in there. I'm always available anytime. You can simply email me, call me, text me, and I'll hop on Teams meeting with you if you are not able to make it on that particular date. So you can see from this syllabus that before every exam, we do have a Teams meeting in there. And the Teams meeting does have a time from 2 to 4. If you cannot meet during that time, it's fine by me. You can go ahead and just let me know, as I said, and I'll schedule another meeting with you. Those meetings will be recorded. If held, if I had somebody to attend those meetings in there, I'll record those meetings and I'll record these meetings simply based on request. So if you want me to record the meeting, I can simply record the meeting. I have no problem with this, and we can post the meeting on Google Drive or something like this. Okay, so let's see over here. What do we have? Okay, the Teams meeting links. So to attend those meetings in there, these are on particular dates. These are the dates over here. So you can simply press on each one. So for exam one Teams meeting link, you can press on this icon and it will take you directly into the page of the link, and then we can hold the meeting in there. And as I said, we can record these meetings and we can post them. I have no problem with this if I have students attending those meetings. Okay, so this is regarding the meetings in there. If you have any questions, please bring those to the meeting and ask your questions. If you cannot attend the meeting, then you can simply shoot me your questions in there, and I can answer those throughout the meeting, and I can record the meeting and post the meeting as well. So that is for the homeworks, the quizzes, the assessment exams. Okay, so before going into the exams, this is your material in there. So you're going to see every chapter, and if you will look at the syllabus, you can see from the course outline that exam one material includes chapters 1, 2, and 3. Every chapter does have a quiz and has a homework, and these are the due dates in there. I made the due dates for the homework to be on the same day as the exam. However, the due dates for the quizzes, they open and the close. You do have a 2 day period in there, or maybe a little bit more for these quizzes. The reason why, because I want you, the moment you finish the chapter, I want you to go ahead and start your quiz and finish that quiz. Don't delay it, please. Do not accumulate your assignments. Do not do that, because that will affect your exam grade in there. To get the best grade, you would need to finish the material, finish the assignments, finish the quizzes before you attempt the exam. Okay, so let's go back. So if you look over here for the material, let's have an example. So, for example, you go into chapter number one, you do have the lecture material for the chapter one. Lecture material includes the lecture videos, and there's notes in there. I normally use the notes in the videos, so you can go ahead. This is a PDF file. You can go ahead and download that. This one has no answers in it. This one has the answers in it. You go into the lecture videos and there it's going to open a page for you and it's going to open the parts of the chapter. I would really recommend that you go in order for the parts. So you have part one, part two, part three, part four. It's intended to be in order. So please watch these in order. These are short videos in there that explain the chapter. And if you have any questions, just let me know in there, please. If there's anything that you don't understand, don't sleep on it. Just let me know, and I'll hop on to Teams meeting, explain what you need to explain, what I need to explain, so that you understand. You need to understand every single chapter before you move on to the next chapter. Okay. Now, uh, not every chapter has this, but some chapters have extra problems. These are not homeworks. Extra problems are accompanied by a key. And this is intended just for you to practice more. So, chapter one has extra problems. I believe chapter two has extra problems as well. We will be using a periodic table with name and without name, and you are allowed to download those two and bring them to the exam as well. So, this is the problem set. Every problem set I post has a key. This is not a homework, you guys. It's just extra practice. Unless it is in the homework folder, then it is a homework. If it is not, then it's just an extra practice in there. We'll continue the rest for the rest of the chapters there. Okay, so this is how you access the material for the class. The last thing is the exams. Okay, so this is the last thing in there is exams. Now, how are you going to do the exams? There is a section in your syllabus that is precisely for, let's see where it is. It's precisely for the exam. Okay, here you go. So exams, you do have three exams and you do have a final exam. The three exams are 50% of your grade. Each one is 16.7%. And then your final exam is going to be 25%. Accessing those three exams and the final is going to be exactly the same. So, how are you going to do the exam? We're going to do it online, and we're going to be using Respondus Lockdown browser. So, for the Respondus Lockdown browser, you need definitely to download Respondus in there. So make sure that you download Respondus, and it is proctored, and the exam is proctored, and you need to have a camera in there. So you need to have your computer with you. You need to have a camera. I do recommend that you use Windows rather than Mac. But if you have a MacBook, I mean, it's fine. It will give you probably some headache first downloading Respondus, but at the end it should work. Do not use Chromebooks. Uh, I don't believe that the system works properly with Chromebook. It will work, but sometimes it's just freezes. So if you have an actual laptop or an iPad, you can use, but Chromebooks just to stay away from that. So I did do a demo check test just to make sure that you download Respondus, everything is fine before you start accessing your first, second, and third exam. So, and everybody needs to do this Respondus check test in there just to make sure that everything works fine on your computer. Guys, there are steps that you would need to pass by whenever you are doing the exam, before doing the exam. The system will start first by playing a small video for you so that you can check the terms of use. And then there will be a webcam check, additional instructions, and then you will be guided to another short video that you would need to watch. And then simply the platform will ask you about your photo. So it's gonna, you have to present your photos, the student photo. That is an ID. And simply the ID can be either driver's license, anything that has a photo on you. It doesn't have to be a WVU ID if you're not an actual WVU student. But you would need to show your ID in there with your photo, and then the platform will take a photo shot of you and then compare those two together just to make sure that the same person is doing the exam. Also, the system will do an environment to check in there, and then you will receive a message that everything is fine and you can go ahead and start your exam. This is not an open book exam, so make sure that all the material is away from you. You are only allowed the cheat sheets that you are going to print and a scratch paper, and definitely a calculator, because you would need a calculator in there. So just to prepare you for the exam, I want you to start here. So go to the exams folder. Right now, you're going to see only these two in the exams folder. Once we start the exams, then you're going to see exam one, exam two, and apply three, and final exam. So start with your step one. This is a short video that you would need to watch, and it will guide you to go ahead and download the Respondus Lockdown browser. And then after you do this, we're going to do the Respondus check test. These two steps, I want you to do them before your first exam. And that check test in there, it's an actual test. So it will walk you through all the steps that you would need to do on your actual exam, just to make you familiar with the process. And it's a two multiple choice questions in there. It's a demo test, just to make you familiar with the process. Make sure that you do it before your first exam. The first exam is one. Let's see. Let's scroll down. First exam is gonna open. So you're gonna have like a window, I believe it's a 24-hour window, since this is an online class, to finish your exam. Exams are 60 minutes, and the final exam is 120 minutes. So once you start your exam, then the timer is going to start up to 60 minutes, and then after 60 minutes, you either submit your exam or the exam is going to shut down and submit by itself. Exams open from, let's see, for exam one, for example, it's going to open on September 1, it's going to close on the September 22nd at 1 p.m. During this time, at your convenience, you can log in and do your exam. Please make sure that you do your exam. Do not miss your exam for any reason. If you are gonna miss your exam, you have to let me know ahead. You cannot let me on the day know at the day of the exam that you are missing the exam. I want to know ahead so that we can plan ahead in there, and I can do an extension for you, or maybe we can schedule another time to do your exam. Okay, so these are the due dates over here. Please note that that on the final exam, you do not have 24 hours in there. The exam will open up on December the 9th at 1 p.m. It's going to close on the same day at 11:55 p.m. And you have 2 hours in there in order to do your exam. Okay. Um, Here you go. And again, assessment exam. So for the assessment exam, this is going to be due at December the 7th. So please make sure that you do this before the end of the semester so that you can get an extra credit on the final exam. Extra credits for this class, there is an option for extra credits. After every exam, I will post an extra credit assignment, and that extra credit assignment is going to be worth 15 points added to your total score, total exam score, actually. So make sure that you finish that. The extra credit will definitely have a due date, and the due date is going to be not more than 24 hours. So make sure that you finish that extra credit. Whenever you finish that extra credit, the points that you earn, we're going to add them to the points of your exam, and that will be your total exam grade. The out of 100, so the total exam, total grade of the exam will not change. That will stay 100. Another way to earn an additional 10 points added to your final exam, it's the class evaluation. So at the end of the semester, spot opens. So make sure that you evaluate the class. If all the class evaluates, and I'll keep you posted. So if all the class evaluates, then you are going to get 10 points added to your final exam and another 10 points added to your final exam if you finish your assessment exam. You guys, I will be contacting you through announcements. So please make sure that you read your announcements in there. I will be constantly reminding you of assignment due dates, anything that you would need to submit. I'll go ahead and remind you about that. So please make sure you check your announcements. If you need anything, again, do not hesitate to email me or to call me.